Good morning, evening, afternoon. I'm Cat. Welcome to our channel. Today we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Eternity Trilogy, and we're at the second part of the trilogy. Previously, we finally started in the trial, and it is going in nowhere. Really, it's not going great. Turns out Angel Star was a detective, a homicide investigator, detective person. And she snapped a photo. This is that photo. Still don't think it proves her guilt, Lana's guilt, but you know, this game. So, yeah, let's continue on with our trialing. And of course, it's not going to end until the third day, because that's this game's pattern. It has never ended before then. So we'll see if that stays true. Uh-oh, it's unmistakably Lana Sky. So, the defendant doing... So, what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Was she? Can I actually... look at my new evidence? So was this taken after? Is there a timestamp? Tell me more about the knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Is that your knife? It is your knife after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? And then she pressed the pointy. Well, at least she knows to use the pointy end. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You didn't see her raise the knife to strike, no? Oh, you did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Star's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Well, it makes you feel more adult, I guess. Don't smile like that! Okay. So. Okay, lunchbox to my boyfriend. See, the evidence I have is this photo now. The ID. That was found super far away from the car. She said she didn't have time to help, but according to autopsy, he died within an hour. I don't know. The witness statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm going to take hit points for this. Only the flesh wound. So I did all the things, right? Or did I not get to question this one? I thought I did. I don't see a knife in her right hand. Okay, I guess I could present it here. Okay, let me read the thing of this photo again. The moment of the crime? Well, she doesn't have a knife in her hand the moment there. Okay. Deceased. 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. She called at 5:18.
Objection!
And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. Because she didn't have a knife in that picture that was supposedly taken during the crime. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is a photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
Objection!
And how can you tell that? Blood spatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat. But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. But it's not proof. That could be anything. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem except you. Oh, I mean, no problem except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ugh. You got a better idea? Objection. No problem. Objection. Always objection. Wait. That contradiction. What the witness said in... Wait, that contradiction. What the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems that I was slightly unclear. My apologies. No, you're supposed to be honed, seasoned salad or whatever food metaphor you want to use, Miss Star. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. That does not look like the face of a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Objection!
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Why, because she's wearing gloves? It seems like she always wears gloves. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves. Made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. These gloves tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
Hold it!
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves.
Objection!
That's stupid! The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possibility. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Arr. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before anything else. Scientifically speaking, yeah, I know. For some reason, having her, yeah. Alright, what do I have in my evidence? The murder was planned. Why would she call her sister if the murder was planned? I wish they'd stop making the whack whack noise. I also wish, can I go back from here? Can I go to the last? Nope. Why would she call her sister? Nope. Ow! If the murder was planned, why would she do it here? I feel like I might be thinking too logically. And it's not helping my case.
Objection!
Because I'm like, if it was planned, why would she do it in the parking lot where there's a security guy right over there and some random chick who's known to be there all the time, you know? So, okay. I'm gonna have to do a think. I'm gonna have to do a hard think. So it's obviously not the photo. Knife. She didn't bring a knife. Right? If it was pre-planned, she would have brought her own weapon. She wouldn't have grabbed some random ass weapon she hoped would be there. She didn't know that Edgeworth would have a knife in his car. There's no way she would have known that. So, knife? Again, I could be thinking too logically.
Objection!
Nope. Okay, so it only took lots of hits for that, but the overthinking. Witness, do you know what this is? It's a spoon. Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, that is my knife. So I even hear my chair squeaking. The bloody murder weapon, a red car, and the defendant, the chief prosecutor. Mommy, our prosecutors. We never heard the rabbling ever actually mean anything. I didn't really pay attention. I just saw the people and I was like, ignore it, rabble, rabble. The defense has a request. We ask the witness to provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh! This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Whoa! Are you gonna say more stuff? No? Order, order! Why is there a child here watching this? Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright! My sister is good as free.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
Oh, you joke now, Edgeworth? Oh, much has changed. What?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
But the shoots a hole in the whole predicament in premeditated theory.
Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Mama Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecutors need proof. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. Suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it was okay, cool. I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? My power of deductions are not to be underestimated. Really now. Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife. And again. Well, that's wrong. He was stabbed one time.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Now is a clear difference. I'm gonna go right to that. Nope. A human machine? That's a contradiction.
Objection!
What? No! I just want to see what you said.
Please. Can you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright?
Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth, sighs. Smell like citrus fruit. How close were you to him when he sighed? You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? It means a lot, actually. You know, in the court of law, matters. just getting mad at me.
Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that.
Leave it at that. This is a murder case, people. Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know? Miss Star has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looks when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size? Wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Okay. So let's show the autopsy. Does she not stab again and again? Oh, I hope I don't take the hit for this. I do not have that many hit points. Why is it taking 2 away? Why isn't it just taking 1 away? Why even give me that many if it's just going to do 2 at a time anyways? Autopsy report.
Objection!
You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from 1 stab wound.
Aha, you're right. Good. Show, Mr. Edgeworth. No, I showed that. Good job, Phoenix. Good job, Mr. Wright. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. No, I'm your hero. What about my objection? No one noticed?
Well, witness.
You got the crime scene set right. Oh my. Well, we'll see what more shenanigans Miss Star will give us in the next episode. My goodness. I have not gotten far in this trial. Until then, see you next time.